just exciting. It's all about the family during holidays, I think. So it's great.
You had a chance to rub shoulders with Arnold Schwarzenegger with that tree lighting ceremony not too long ago.
Yeah, I sang at the Sacramento State Capitol tree lighting, and it was great. Arnold Schwarzenegger is really nice, and his wife Maria Shriver's really cool too. So he's just a really friendly, kind of happy, go-lucky kind of guy. It was really cool.
He didn't ask you to do a duet with him by any chance. That would have just been
No, he didn't. That would have been interesting, though.
I don't know about you, David, but I got a D- in high school in French class. I took French, but you sang Pas de Pain. How tough is it to sing a French carol like that?
Well, I sing just the first verse in French, but it was interesting. I feel like, I just wonder if, I'm always wondering, like, I wonder if there are any French people out there listening, because I just don't know how good it sounds, really, because I didn't even take French or anything. That was the first time I learned any French, learning those words, but it was really cool. It's one of my favorite songs on the Christmas album that I did last year, Christmas from the Heart, and it's just a really fun song to get to do. We kind of put our own little twist on it.
Well, we're really excited about New Year's Eve. You're going to be live on Fox. What do we have in store?
Yeah, it'll be New Year's Live on Fox, and it'll be airing New Year's Eve, like 11:30, and I'll be singing a couple of songs from my new album, The Other Side of Down, and it'll just be fun. We'll be having other performers and stuff, like Travis McCoy will be there, and other performers, and it should be a good time. It'll be in Las Vegas at the Mandalay Bay.
I saw you perform your Elevator song on the Wendy Williams show, and that sounds like a really fun song to put together.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was a fun song just because it was a song that I was not expecting anything to really happen with. It was literally about a dream I had the night or two before, and it was just like, let's just do this for fun. And now, it ended up being on the new album, and so it's just a fun song, and I felt like it was just something different that I could do, and it's just kind of a song about life and just how it takes you up and down, but it still gives you butterflies and stuff, and that's, it's just about that, that kind of journey you go on in life. So it's kind of a quirky song.
I understand you've wrote most of the songs on this new album of Other Side of Down. What is the songwriting process like for you? Is it easy? Is it hard?
It's really a challenge for me. It's definitely not something that just comes to me like that, in a flash or anything. It takes time, and I think the biggest challenge for me is just being patient with it, because I've never been good with words and being able to really describe things, especially in a song where you have a few verses to really define what you want to say. And it's like, okay, this is the message I want to give off, and this is what I want to express, and it's just in a few lines, and you have to be very expressive and emotional in those few lines. It's very kind of poetic, and so for me, it's like I either talk way too much or I don't say anything. I don't know what to say at all. So I've never been good with words, and that's the challenge that comes. But it's fun. It's really great to be able to say your own message and give your own story to people.
We've got a new and revised season of American Idol with no Simon Cowell. What's your thoughts on the new season of American Idol?
Well, I think it'll be really interesting. Them bringing two more artists in, Jennifer Lopez and Steven Tyler, and they're both very experienced. They're both really household names in the music business and in the music world. So I think it'll be an interesting twist. Jennifer Lopez being Hispanic and Steven Tyler being from Aerosmith. So I think they'll bring different audiences in too, which will be interesting.
When you were on American Idol, your most memorable Simon Cowell moment, if you can think of one.
Oh, my most memorable Simon Cowell moment. Man, I remember one time he said like it sounded like he said it sounded like there were all these like I don't know stuffed animals around me and stuff.
I remember that.
I don't know. Yeah. So it was kind of funny, but I mean it's also memorable when he says nice things too. So it's just like wow. So, but I guess the stuffed animals thing really sticks out to me because I don't know. It kind of I don't know. It just does.
Yeah, I remember that he was saying something like to the effect that I don't know if it brings back bad memories for you or not, but he said something to the effect like you're a kitten who wants to be a lion or something like that.
Oh,
do you remember that?
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that was another time. But yeah, it's like he was for the most part it wasn't too it wasn't too bad. It's actually good when he says things that encourage you and say, okay, I need to do better next time, and I want to give a good enough performance where Simon doesn't have to say anything negative. So,
David Archuleta, we appreciate you stopping by here in Minnesota, and your new album, Other Side of Down. You're also going to be on New Year's Eve live on Fox, and we just appreciate you so much stopping by this morning.